Well, hey folks there. This is JL, the July Lioness. How are you doing today? Here we are at Wrennard Castle with Mr. Lusk. And I'm just showing you how we're coming along. We're getting there. Really, right at this point, I am done. I'm pretty much done with the exterior, except for things I might have forgotten. And this is not the complete exterior. Now we're going into build mode, and I'll show you what I did today. I relocated it. I moved it to the other side of the lot because I had to consider where the Sims actually spawn in. So they will spawn to their lot and then run inside. So we needed to have it facing where they spawn in. So I had to turn it around. And here I'm tweaking this. I'm not sure what this is actually. I believe it's connected to the tower, but I can't tell from the photographs, but it did look like it should be shortened. It does go. I made it so that you can get into the tower through there, or actually, no, you can't. But you go out the arch is on the right, so it's sort of like a breezeway with maybe there's some storage or something in there. I don't know. I guess I should put a door through to the tower or something so that it's a bit more functional. Um, in This is a real castle, and in real life, I'm not sure what that little structure does. So I kind of fudged. There was a bit of fudging going on here. When in doubt, either leave it out or fudge. Um, But yeah, I was so very happy last night. Really studied my photographs and I located what I call the spine of the building, the basic structure. It is one big long building that you see here on the right with a couple of kind of out structures. That is, see, there it is, big long, like Noah's Ark. And then it's got like three kind of short branches that kind of cut through that. So once I realized that, it simplified things so much. And I mean, I was starting to feel rather overwhelmed looking at these kind of dark photographs that people had sent me very kindly. I'm like, what am I looking at? And there were pictures of it with the tower on the left and the tower on the right, and then there were aerial views, and then there were up close views with trees in front of everything. So you're like, oh, what's behind the tree? Is that a window or a building or more trees or So I did a bit of winging it. Okay, so here I'm trying to do the first cross piece, I guess we'll kind of call it. Um, and there's just a bit of tweaking. And you don't actually see me finishing the castle in this video. I just get up to a certain point, and then we'll go into the way it pretty much is looking now. Just a beautiful view of it that it kind of makes me well up. uh, so after I made this video and was happy with the outside, I took out all of that pavement there. I cleaned that all up. That was from when the castle was oriented differently. So I cleaned that all up. I put in little landscaping, a couple of neat things that I found, and I went inside and started doing the rooms. So this is a family of 8 that I'm going to house in here. 8 is the absolute limit for the number of Sims you can have in a household because it's too taxing on your computer. over 8, you start getting into major problems. There are ways to cheat where you can have more people than that living in your household, but if you don't have a proper gaming computer with a gargantuan memory that can handle all that extra memory usage, you're going to have big problems. It's going to become kind of unplayable. So I am far from having a fabulous gaming computer, so I'm crossing my fingers that this game can handle this gargantuan lot and 8 Sims running around inside of it and being filmed. So what I do is I film in segments using the camera that is in the game, included in the game. And then I just put it together in Movie Maker. So it's not a continuous game. A lot of people play their games continuously, but they have better computers than I do, and they can use that memory. They have the memory on their computer to have external recording software and all that stuff. But I am not in that position. So I'm just happy I can record this and share it with you. And especially this particular story is so special to me. This castle means the world to me. And the people who lived in it mean even more. They've all, they were real people. They've passed away now. More about that when we get into the game. You'll figure it out. It's not hard to figure out, but I have a lot of um, sentimental reasons for doing this. So I'm here, I'm just trying to get this first cross piece correct. I noticed what I'm calling the spine was probably could be widened a bit. If that's like the center of the house, then that's very narrow. Even though the wings will widen it a bit, and all of the turrets are habitable. There's the square tower, which is I guess is separate from the house, and then there's that one round turret you're seeing there, and then there's another one on the other end, and all of these are rooms, pretty big rooms. They're all habitable. And this is about where I leave off on the build section. So now we're going to skip ahead to how it looks nearly finished. But I added the windows, I added the siding, all of the exterior stuff, cleaned it all up and got it to where I'm happy with it. It's just a shame the tower is so short. Can't do anything about that. So here we are at Mr. Lusk's, and this is to orient you. Um, he's very conveniently located to the castle, which is good.
Ringlar Yeeds Habana.
Because he'll be working there. They're going to pay him for his handyman services. So we can go, as you can see, we can go right up to the edge of the castle lot without having to go through a loading screen. But once you want to go into the interior, you go through a loading screen in the game. But this is pretty cool. It's just a pretty quick little trot for him up the hill. I mean, I could do that walk. Now, watch this. Just watch ahead of you. Watch the screen. It is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Look at this view and look at the castle. Look at that. Oh, God. Is that majestic? This is where I get a little teary-eyed. It's so pretty. Look at that. And I don't know if you can hear it, but the ocean is roaring and the seagulls are crying, and wow. And this is an actual place. This place actually exists. you can see that he's right on the edge of the lot there. See, it flashes that bright yellow. That's the edge of the lot. So if he wanted to go inside, I would have to click on something and we would go into a loading screen.
Yabosa.
And then he'd be able to go indoors.
Huh?
But you see how the windows and the arches are kind of blanked out. That's because he's off the lot. And you'll see again where the edges flash yellow, where the lot ends. There you go. So I just wanted to kind of parade him around the grounds. So that's about it for my creation. I'll be doing my best to film the indoors. I guess in the next few days, a few hours later today or maybe tomorrow. So this has been JL, and thanks for stopping by. Take care.